Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jen with Lighthouse Oracle, and I am bringing you today's Pick a Pile reading, asking the question, what do you need to know today? So we have 3 piles here for you to choose from. We have pile 1 with the Amethyst Tower and the Starman Tarot. We have pile 2 with the Howlite Tower, Crystal, and the other Kin Tarot. And then pile 3 with this beautiful Citrine Tower and the Affirmators Tarot. So just use your intuition. If you need a moment, you can pause the video and just kind of sit with that question. Allow yourself to use your intuition to guide you to your pile. Okay, all the timestamps for each pile will be listed in the description box down below. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started with pile 1, starting off with the Amethyst Tower and the Starman Tarot. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. This is for those who pick the Amethyst Tower and the Starman Tarot. So we're going to get started first with the Oracle cards to give me kind of what Spirit wants you to know right now, and then we're going to clarify with the tarot cards. I've already pre-shuffled and picked out the cards. I haven't looked at them yet, but I kind of figured it would take forever if I was to go through every single deck and shuffle them on camera, and I don't want to put you guys through that. So let's go ahead and move this to right here. Oh, that's awesome. Push this to the side, and let's take a look at what Spirit wants you to know right now. So starting off, we have this card. This is number 44, Panther Spirit, Reclaim Your Power. Super strong energies right away. All the decks that I use in this reading will be in the description box down below, but if I don't say them while I'm explaining, but we have the Panther Spirit, we have the New Beginnings card, we have this Wasp card, the Tidal Wave, which this one says Jealousy and this one says Disturbance, and then we have Strength, Let Go, and Mother Earth. And the numbers for here are 30, 19, and 22. So first of all, I just want to say that with this Tidal Wave Disturbance card here, I feel like you've been your strength has been tested. And what I'm getting with these 2 cards, maybe cats, and please note, while I'm doing this reading, I just wanted to make a note that this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and get rid of what does not. I am reading for like a lot of energies, so I'll just pick up different things. So yeah, going back into it, we have the Panther Spirit and this tiger, which, maybe you have a cat in your house, maybe you have, it's asking you to get into that feline cat energy, right? So with this Reclaim Your Power, Strength, Let Go, I'm getting a lot of this, a cycle is wanting to end, or you are wanting a cycle to end. And with this New Beginnings card, I do feel like Spirit is telling you that there is an opportunity for new beginnings. And if you look at this here, there's like a doorway here, and if you walk through, it's like a beautiful scenery. There's like the sun is rising. It's like a new dawn, and it's like hope, right? It gives me like the feeling. And also here too, if you notice, there's a bunch of butterflies on there, which to me kind of symbolizes transformation, right? A change, getting out of your shell, allowing yourself to fly free. There's so many like winged creatures here. Like there's a lot of like a flock of birds in the back, and then with these butterflies, I love that. And I'm also seeing with this Let Go is to allow yourself to let go of those energies and those things that no longer serve you. When I see this card here, there's, you know, all of these kind of branches coming out of this person's head. So you kind of see like a silhouette of a person with their head, with their arm kind of like, you know, on their head, and there's like a lot of these kind of roots coming out. And to me, it kind of feels like almost like weeds, you know, growing in kind of just, I'm getting really like an uncomfortable, like a tension going on like in the head. Like this is like, you know, a forest of like maybe negative self-doubt, or it's like I'm kind of getting like a thought that's like growing and growing, and it's like not healthy for you, and you're overthinking, and there's like a lot of anxiety. And this is Spirit's message to you to let go and to let yourself have this new beginning. And I feel like with this wasp here, like this, it says jealousy, but it may be like, you know, looking at other people and seeing how happy they're doing, and it's like, oh, they get to have all these great things, and you know, I'm here stuck in this cycle, in this tidal wave. And so one of the things that we can do is connect more to Mother Earth. And with this 22 and this like 44, these may be like synchronistic numbers, maybe they may be important numbers for you. But the number 22 talks about connections, you know, 1 + 1, right? And I feel like this is asking you to connect with the earth. Literally, I've been trying to do more earthing, which is basically just touching the ground. You can do it barefoot, you know, just walk on grass, allow yourself to connect with the earth, and allow yourself to meditate and let all of what no longer serves you, offer that to Mother Earth and the earth, and allow her to transmute all the energy that no longer serves you into something more productive. And, you know, it's kind of like that idea that, you know, fertilizer helps, you know, plants grow and helps with vegetation. And maybe these energies no longer help you, but giving it to Spirit, giving it back to, offering it as a way to, you know, transmute it, it can help someone else. And I am seeing, you know, Spirit's asking you to step into your power a lot. So let's go into the tarot. I'm going to move these to the side. I don't know how I want to put this to the side here. And we're going to shuffle the cards on screen. I'm just going to move these around. I don't really know. I had a completely different idea for the reading, and as I was sitting here getting started, I was like, no, like nothing was going right. I had a completely different format, and so now I'm just kind of going with it. So please bear with me. Ooh, okay. What does Spirit want you to know right now? Can we please clarify these things? And this deck is really long, so it's a little harder for me to shuffle. Okay, anything else? Okay, I feel like that's kind of it. So let's go into the cards. So starting off, we have the Prince of Swords, which this deck is really interesting. This one is the Starman Tarot, so it's inspired by artworks created for David Bowie, so it's very like eclectic. It's super, there's so many colors and there's like a lot going on. And also they renamed a lot of the suits as well, so I have to kind of look in the book. Excuse me, let's take a look. So the Prince is, I believe the Prince is the Page. Or is that the... Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Sorry. So the Prince of Swords is the Knight of Swords. And that's starting off. And then we have the King of Pentacles and then the Four of Swords. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, let's put this here. Let's do that here. Let's move these to the side over here. Awesome. Okay. So looking back into all of the energies, the immediate like message I'm getting is to take a break, is to rest. Especially with all this disturbance kind of an energy, all of this. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do this. We're gonna put this on top because I'm realizing my desk is so much smaller than I'd like it to be. And then we're gonna put that together there and that here. Okay, cool. So looking into this, I'm getting this, the King of Swords is all about, you know, movement forward, you know, clear communication. It also may be like almost talking without speaking, or excuse me, like speaking without like thinking. And it's kind of asking you to take it easy and take it slow. Allow yourself to be this King of Pentacles. With this King of Pentacles, he's very sturdy, he's very stable. I mean, if you take a look at these images, it's kind of wild over here. But let's look at this together. So you see this, he kind of gives me like a zombie type of an energy. And with this sword here, it's almost like I'm getting that energy of like almost like a rebellious teen. And it's interesting because I see it's like there's so many wounds on here, and it's kind of like giving me that like a little emo, like, you don't understand me, this is just a phase, this isn't a phase, this is my life, I've always been this way, like I've always been this like turbulent energy. And you know, it's kind of asking you to step into the power of the king rather than a knight. And with here too, I feel like there's like a little bomb here, and it's, what does it say? It kind of looks like it's saying like loud, and I'm getting such like a rebellious energy here. And so it's kind of like refusing to let yourself have a new beginning. It is kind of that, you know, emo like kid from high school that's like, hey, yeah, this is just how I am, how I've always been. It's not a phase. When when perspective changes and when you allow yourself to be in this meditative state, allowing yourself to rest, you can really get into, find yourself in seeing things differently, in a different view, in different light. And this King of Pentacles is really like that sturdy energy, the stable, practical, you know, planned out. And I'm really just getting, you know, and this too may be a kind of like a transitional phase for you. And maybe it's hard to let go of this, because maybe you've been in this, you know, Prince of Swords, Knight of Swords energy for so long that, you know, it's like, how do you identify yourself being the king? How do you identify yourself, you know, moving forward and, you know, interacting with life in this kind of an energy? And so, and that takes a lot of strength, right? It also takes just as much strength to keep yourself here as well. And so with this Four of Swords being on like this Mother Earth, I am getting a lot of that, you know, allow yourself to meditate, get clear, get, you know, what is it that you want? Do you want this new beginning? Do you want to stay stuck in this energy? Do you want to move forward? What do you want? And sometimes with all this turbulent energy, we don't have time to think. We don't have time to, I mean, look at this. Do you even have time to evacuate? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like this big wave coming in, and it's just almost like chaotically just wiping everything out. So I'm getting just the message for you from Spirit today is to allow yourself to connect with Mother Earth and to really rest and regenerate and to get clarity on the direction you want to go into and the direction you want for your new beginning and the goal you want for the new beginning. When you allow yourself to meditate and sit with that and really just get a clear picture, that can help you unfold more answers into, first ask the question, what do I want? What is it that you truly, truly want? Get rid of everything that, you're holding on to right now in this moment and just focus on that question. What do I want? Do you want stability? Do you want this peaceful energy? This abundant, stable energy? Or do you want this more spontaneous and chaotic and a little, some people like this spontaneous energy. Some people really enjoy it. But I'm feeling like conflicted. And so I feel like if you allowed yourself to, get quiet, ponder on the question, allow yourself to breathe through it, you get a lot clearer on the things that you do want. Instead of distracting yourself constantly by this, all of these energies, and not allowing yourself to truly think and feel what it is, allow yourself to feel yourself in this energy as well as this one, and what feels good to you, what feels right to you. And of course, there's no rush. This is a general reading, so again, please take what resonates. But with this jealousy card here too, I kept getting a lot of, maybe jealousy towards, other people's progress. Maybe, you're at a phase in your life where, people are either, they're getting married and they're having kids and they're kind of going through that, that timeline of life, like married, get together in high school, you marry your high school sweetheart, and then you get the job, and then you move forward, you have a family, and you're just kind of looking at all of maybe your community and your social group, and, maybe there's a little bit of that jealousy there where it's like, I want that, but you're also staying stuck in this. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if there's one more card for you. I'm kind of like, I feel like, okay, I'm really drawn to this Panther Spirit. I don't even think I need another card, but this Panther Spirit is like all about reclaiming your power. Know that you have the power to make this shift, and you have the power to get clear on what you want and to go for what you want. When I see this, there's so much, I'm seeing like a lot of green. There's like green here, there's this green, this kind of sea green. The panther's eyes are kind of green. And so I'm getting a lot of, lean in with your heart, lean in with love. Where is love leading you? Where do you want this love to guide you? And allow love to guide you. And with this 44s are like super, they're very spiritual numbers and very influential numbers. 4 is, to me, represents like your angels and guides being with you along on this journey. And I just wanted to make a note. It's okay if you decide you want to hang out here for a little bit and maybe see where it goes. But I feel like deep down, you know, if you sat with yourself, you know what you truly want. And that's up to you to decide, you know. And that's what I am seeing. It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, new beginnings. Let yourself have a new beginning. If you want to, you always can. You can always start over tomorrow, you know? And if you've been here for a while and you want to get into the King of Pentacles energy, you don't like it, maybe it's like, oof, no, I want something spontaneous, I want to always have something new, then you could always go back, you know? You can always switch it up and you can always give yourself more spice. But if you find that you do like it, then, you know, continue working to fill the needs of being in this energy. Whether it's having a set plan, you know, what does it mean to be practical? What does it mean for you to be stable? How do you get yourself to be stable? And if you're looking at all aspects of your life, is it like in your career? Are you stable there? If not, how can you make yourself more stable there? Looking into your relationships, is it stable there? Take a look at what's stable there. Is it? If it's not, how do you make it more stable? Right? And so on and so forth. And with all aspects of your life. And it really doesn't necessarily mean you have to uproot everything and start all over unless you want to, right? Free will. There is so much free will. And yeah, I'm just getting that. I'm getting so heavy, you know, being conflicted in these energies that it's hard to make a decision because you're so stuck in your head with, you know, with not letting go of one or the other and just allowing these doubts to grow, like, oh, I can never get out of this. I'm always going to be stuck here. So, and with this 19 too, I'm noticing the number 19, 9 plus 1 reduces to 10, which is kind of the ending of a cycle, right? 1 to 10. And it's really getting clear with where you want this, when you want the cycle to end, if you want the cycle to end. But Spirit's asking you to, if you want to feel lighter, if you want this new beginning, if you want, then reclaim your power and allow yourself to let go of what you don't want. And really, you know, there are, you know, a lot of different ways that you can let go, whether it's, you know, giving yourself a ritual, writing down, and a good way is to literally list down all the things that you don't want. What is it that no longer serves you? Is it an idea? Is it a, you know, a limiting belief? Is it like codependency? Is it self-doubt? Is it, you know, negative self-talk? You know, self-talk is, you know, it's like kind of casting a spell, right? And when you know, that's why a lot of folks in the spiritual community talk about, you know, positive affirmations, because, you know, eventually you get into a habit of being so positive with yourself. And it's not saying like toxic positivity where we just, you know, everything's rainbow and butterflies and I'm not looking at reality, and, you know, it's not like you know, it's just, that's kind of just, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about more just in a way that is realistic for you, and you're real, and not being so hard on yourself for not making this decision right now. Rest on it a little bit. Allow yourself to feel out what it means to be in these two energies. And that's where the reclaim your power is. I keep coming back to this, and it's true. And maybe if you see panthers or cats, black cats, that can be a sign for you to pay attention. And it's like, where are you putting your power into? Who are you letting control you? So yeah. Let's see. This is where I am going to, can you even see all these cards? Yeah. This is where I'm going to leave you, pile 1. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. Of course, this is a general reading, so parts of this may not that's why I feel like I ramble a lot, because I'm getting so much different energies and so many different messages all at once. I have to kind of just say it, and hopefully something sticks. And I'm sorry if I've rambled on too much, but thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think, what part of this resonated with you. And yeah, so I will see you guys in another video, okay? Oh, and be sure to look in the description box for other information, like my website where I post blogs and my social media handles and all that other fun jazz, okay? So thank you so much for watching Pile 1, and I will see you guys in another video, okay? Bye. Hello, Pile 2. This is for everyone who picked the Howlite Tower Crystal and the Otherkin Tarot. So what we're going to do, we're going to first look into the Oracle cards to see what Spirit wants you to know today. And then we're going to clarify with the Tarot. For the Oracle cards, I've already shuffled them and picked out the cards. I kind of figured it would take forever and this video would be like 3 hours long. I don't know, just exaggerating, but it would be pretty long if I had to shuffle every single pile, every single deck, and take out the cards. But I haven't looked at these yet, so let's go ahead and move this to the side and get into your reading. I love this crystal. It's so pretty. Makes me feel good things. So we're gonna put that there. And let's look into your Oracle cards. All of the decks that I use in this reading today can be found in the description box down below. So yeah, let's see. Let's start with these ones. Yeah. So first we have, new chapter. We have compassion and we have balance. The numbers on here, I'm gonna move this to the side. The numbers here we have are 24, 10, and 2. We also have this manifestation card. We also have the Sandpiper Spirit. And then we have Aroma, Memories, and Hourglass. Time is slipping. Interesting. Ooh, so taking a look. I'm already kind of getting Pile 1 energy, so if you want to take a look at Pile 1, yeah, the timestamp is down below if you want to take a look. But I'm kind of getting, with this hourglass, I'm looking at this hourglass first, and I was kind of like, what does this mean? But I feel like you know that time is kind of slipping for you to get into this new chapter. Like you've felt like, you know, it's like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm ready to move into this new phase in my life. Maybe there's something that you're ready to let go of a long time ago, but it's been like, you've kind of been just waiting for something, maybe waiting for a catalyst to move you, to like force you out of this glass, out of this like container. And what I'm also getting to is that with this Sandpiper Spirit, it's so cute. I love this. So the number 51 may be significant for you, or any of these other numbers as well. But I'm getting, it's like allowing yourself to play. And I feel like with this too, I'm seeing with this compassion, the balance, manifestation, and these memories, it's almost like a bittersweet like ending to get into this new chapter. And that's maybe why like you're feeling like, oh, I don't want to stop time, like I don't want to get out of this, really. Like there's so much that I like now. It's like suddenly when it's getting towards the end of the line, you're like reminiscing about everything that happened during this cycle of time and during this period, this chapter of your life. And so I'm seeing here, it's like you're manifesting so many good things, but these memories are kind of like blocking you from manifesting. And maybe you've been too hard on yourself because of it. Like, you know, you need, it's like, it's kind of this person and this, it's like, I need to get out of here. I know time is slipping. I know I need to do this, but at the same time, there's no rush, really. There's no like, it's like, why are you in such a hurry to like, I guess I'm almost getting like, why are you in such a hurry to get to the, like, to either end the cycle, get to the next phase, or, you know, I'm getting like that. And I feel like that's with the pile one. So yeah, that's where I'm getting the resemblance. Like there's this door, there's this, and I'm seeing this tunnel or like this gateway, this portal, and I'm seeing it like it's always ready for you when you're ready for it. And I don't see like any gates or anything, so I don't see like a time constraint to move on to the next chapter. And that's where it's like having compassion and balance for yourself, and, you know, allowing yourself to enjoy life. Maybe you felt like you're at like a stalemate right now, like you've kind of gotten like a rhythm, you've gotten a schedule, you've gotten a way of doing things. Maybe it's like your 9-to-5 job, and then you get off work, and then you do the same thing, and then you wake up and you do the same thing, and you're kind of feeling like, is this enough? Is this all I am doing? Should I be doing more? Should I be like, what should I do? And I feel like you're not allowing yourself to really enjoy life anymore. And in the sense, like I'm seeing it with the sandpiper spirits, like being playful. Allow yourself to play, splash in the water. When was the last time you splashed in some puddles? You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, granted, it is still like cold in the winter, and it's cold in a lot of places. But I guess it's like having that childlike spirit too. Allowing your inner child to, you know, to come out and, you know, not putting so much pressure on, you know, like maybe adulting or just growing up. And I feel like this manifestation card is like, you are drawing all these good things into your life. You are manifesting what you want, and you're also manifesting just the things that you need to move forward. It's just give yourself you give yourself like you give others the compassion. Give yourself the same compassion, and allow yourself to balance, you know, between these energies. You know, there's like a time and place for play, there's a time and place for work, and there's, you know, the time and place for certain things. And maybe these memories, it's like, you know, maybe there's a smell. There's like a certain smell that, you know, brings you back to, you know, a time of like an earlier chapter. And it's like, oh, I wish I can go back to that. I wish I can go back to that. And I feel like it's more of the feeling of what this smell, what this scent brought to you, right? Like maybe if there was a certain like incense that you like, right? Maybe there's like, you've smelled this incense walking through the store, and it suddenly like flooded your brain with memories about like a past chapter and something that you've forgotten, but it's like you suddenly like, it's like you're taken back in time. And that could be both like melancholy and a little bit like reminiscent, right? And sometimes it's like, oh, I wish I can go back to being a kid. I just wanna, you know. And I guess what I'm saying here is, why don't you allow yourself to do that now? Here, you know? Yes, we're, you know, grown and we got bills to pay and we have like things to do, but it doesn't mean you can't have fun. And it doesn't mean you can't allow your inner child to have fun too. You know, it's like a colder season. You know, when was the last time you like made a pillow fort, you know, and just like watched movies under this fort and with a bunch of pillows and just like snuggled up to your like favorite, with your favorite blankets? And with this time is slipping too, I feel like it's almost like, okay, I'm getting to a certain age, I gotta like grow up now, I gotta be this, I gotta be that. And yeah, what I'm seeing for now, right now, is just having compassion for yourself and let yourself play. Let yourself be this like inner child, you know? Allow yourself to dive into the things that you've wanted to experience, and the things that make you happy, the things that give you true joy. And yeah, maybe, you know, there's like I saw this, I'm getting this kind of like, oh, remember like the 90s or something, and then there's this bottle of like the Love Spell Victoria's Secret body spray that someone commented, oh, this smells like a middle school like teenager, like a middle school person going to like the movies or something on their first date. And I feel like that's kind of where, that's what I'm like picking up on. It's like reminiscing on, oh, when things like a simpler time, this and that. And maybe, you know, I feel like, isn't that scent still out? Like, go get it. If it makes you happy, if it brings back good memories, like, allow yourself to enjoy the memories rather than like being sad and like just reminiscing about it and bittersweet about it. I think we put so much pressure on ourselves to like grow up that we essentially lose a part of our inner child in the process. But let's go ahead and get into the tarot cards to clarify what all this means. Maybe I'm just like talking out of my ass, but let's take a look. Let's move these to the side. Sorry if a lot of this is getting cut out, but actually I'm gonna just do what I did in pile one and just, it's a little different, but I'm gonna put the cards on top of here now that you've seen it. And it's so nice. Like I'm seeing so many like, ooh, okay, you know what else I'm saying? Like, there's like a little beam of light here, there's like a lot of light here, and this new chapter is like a hallway of light, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like it's like getting an epiphany of some sort, or like kind of just like these memories may have just like sent a wave of information to you. Maybe you've like deja vu, maybe you've been having a lot of like cases of deja vu lately. So I'm getting, the feeling I'm getting for this pile is definitely different than pile one, but I am seeing this also as like a transitional reading. So please take what resonates as, I don't know, I forgot if I mentioned this in this reading, but please take what resonates, as this is a general reading. Okay, so that's one, I'll put that there. Okay, that's another one. Last card. Let's see. And I kind of just am like super drawn to the back art, and I realize I'm kind of having like a weird connection to this, the wolf here, and this is like Howlite. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. So, okay. I like it. Let's move this to the side. Oh my gosh, I sound like an old lady. I'm like cracking, my bones are cracking. See, that's like me. I'm like an old lady. I'm too old for this stuff. So first of all, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. And I feel like this really makes sense with what is happening under here too, and I feel like it's, oh, this is where it needs to be. So with this new chapter and this Knight of Wands, the Knight of Wands is like, the Knight of Wands is a very, like, it's like a creative energy. When I see like this fox here, right? The fox is very, it's a sly, kind of, you know, quick-witted, very, like nifty almost. I'm getting that word, nifty. And what I'm seeing here in this imagery too is like, there's this knight, there's this person, there's this tiny little being with like a flower for a head and kind of like riding on this fox. And what I'm seeing with the Knight of Wands, the Wands is a fire energy. It's very fiery, so it's all about like action and adventure. And with knights, I see them, you know, they like charge forward, and they, you know, it's like very like action-oriented card. So I am kind of getting like this is like your nudge right now, like, hey, I think it's time for a new chapter. I think it's time to, you know, allow this cycle, this past cycle, to be the end of that chapter, and allow yourself to be in this new chapter. And it may hurt. with this Three of Swords, the Three of Swords is like pain, like a heartbreak, kind of like a breakup. Like you're kind of like, it's bittersweet, right? It's like you've done all these things in this chapter and it's like time to say goodbye, but you've kind of like, it's like you created a bond with that. Like you've lived it, right? So it's a part of you and it will always be a part of you. And it's also like asking you too to have compassion for yourself and allow yourself to feel this. Whether it's allowing yourself to process through the pain, and it's not just, yeah, while it's good to move forward, and yes, you should definitely, you know, allow yourself to get into this new chapter, it's not like, okay, we're gonna like cut everything cold turkey, nothing in the past existed anymore, and we're just gonna push the pain down and just, you know, push through this next chapter. That's not what I'm saying at all. I think it's like, you're changing, you're growing, you're transforming, you're allowing these new energies to come in. And while, you know, you can still have the past being in your memories while simultaneously moving forward and giving yourself compassion. You know, often we realize that, you know, other people are going through changes too. And sometimes, you know, certain people in our lives fall out. We have these, you know, we go our separate ways, maybe our paths. It's like time for us to move towards a new direction, and it hurts and it sucks because maybe that person was really, really close to you. And maybe that person, you know, like, and it's, I mean, look at this bird. It's like, I feel so bad for it. It's like, I mean, it's got like stabbed like 3 times, like with bow and arrow. And what I'm saying here is like, give yourself a little more compassion. And you know, it's not, going to this new chapter isn't, like I said, a rush, and you're not like diving headfirst into this new chapter unless you want to, unless you're ready to. But having compassion is being patient with yourself and with your needs and with your feelings and with, you know, this transition. Transition sucks. It freaking sucks. And it's like, you know, I wish I could just be a child and, you know, just wake up whenever I wanted to, not have any bills to pay, and like what, you know, debt. Like just living freely and just doing whatever I wanted and allowing my imagination to run wild and not conforming to society's ideas and, you know, all these things. And with this 4 of Pentacles, the 4 is like 2 and 2, right? So it's like balance, right? Allow yourself, and the 4 of Pentacles can also be a sign of the fear of change. The 4 of Pentacles kind of gives me like a stuck energy a bit, like a little bit of a block. It's kind of like this I don't, is this like a monkey? I feel like this is like a it kind of looks like a monkey / like gorilla / bear. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards monkey, but it's like holding on to all of these jewels. Now, for me, I'm kind of getting a sense of like, you know, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. I'm gonna hold on to it as tight as I can, and I'm not gonna let it go. Like, no, no matter what you can say to me. Oh, and what I'm seeing here too is like 2, see, 2, balance, 2 + 2 is 4. So, yeah, I got that. But what I'm getting with this, and I'm like replacing the jewels here with bananas. Like, say this monkey has like, you have like all these bananas, you've gathered all these bananas, and you're just kind of sitting on it. You know, you're not eating it, you're not using it, you're just sitting on it. And so what happens if you just sit, if you're a monkey and you're just sitting with all your bananas? One, you can either starve because you're not eating them, but you also don't want to waste it. So then it's kind of just like I don't want this to go away, but I don't want to use it, but I also don't want to give it away either. So that's where it's like bringing that balance. Maybe you can sectionalize your bananas. This is a metaphorical bananas. Bananas, you know, pentacles could be like literally just like money and material things, but I am using bananas right now. Say you take, you know, you split half. You're gonna save this half. And this half, you're going to split it again. Maybe this half, you're going to, this, you know, now you have like a third, right? A third or a half of a half. And you use one, you're going to eat. This is what you're going to eat. This other one, you're going to give out to the neighborhood, to your little monkey friends. And then the last one you're going to save. And so it's allowing yourself to be in a more fluid state. So then, you know, one, it's not a waste. If you run out, if you use it, you have the opportunity to go get more and then like replenish. And it's like an exchange of energy, right? Allowing things to flow. And, you know, even if the bananas were just sitting there, isn't that a waste too? It's not going to anything. You're not eating it. It's just gonna like rot. And maybe those like reserve bananas, you're gonna wait until it turns into like just ripe enough for banana bread. Right? And that's where like this fun is, this being playful. And I'm seeing like these lotuses too, and lotuses, they grow in mud. They grow in like the weirdest conditions, and yet they're like so beautiful. And it's allowing yourself to see the beauty and like either like the memories and like this, like the little bittersweet moments, and but also it's like welcoming the new chapter and being open to what you're manifesting. Because maybe it's like you are manifesting it, but you're also blocking yourself from the manifestation because it doesn't look exactly like you thought it would. So that was a lot. But yeah, I think this is where I'm going to leave you. I am getting like a very hopeful energy, so I have so much hope for you, and I'm giving you so many good energy, so much good energy, so many blessings. And yeah, this is where I'm going to leave you, pile 2. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments like what part resonated with you, if it resonated with you. And yeah, it's not bad. Change isn't bad. So yeah, that's where I'm going to leave you, and I will see you all in that. Okay, yeah, see, I already forgot what I was to say. Please check out the description box down below too, to check out a lot of the other info, like my website where I have my blogs, also my social media handles, and everything else. So, okay, yeah, now I'm done. All right, take care, pile 2, and I'll see you in another reading, okay? Bye. Hello, everyone who picked pile number 3. This is for everyone who picked the Citrine Tower and the Affirmators Tarot, or Affirmators Tarot. We're going to go in with the Oracle cards first, and then we're going to clarify with the tarot cards. I've already pre-shuffled and drew the cards out. I kind of figured that it would take a long time for me to go through each deck, shuffle it on camera, and so yes, this is what I'm doing. I haven't looked at these yet, but we're going to do that now. So this is in regards to the question, what do you need to know right now? So I'm gonna put this right here. So cute. And then we're gonna move this to the side, and we're going to take a look at your Oracle cards. So what does Spirit want you to know right now? Let's take a look at this one. All of the decks that I use can be found in the description box down below. So yeah, let's see. So we have Move Forward, we have Mirrored Souls, and Be Still. And then we have Life Purpose, we have the Dove Spirit. Hopefully you can see all of these. And then this pile, like 2 cards came out, like I had 1 card and then 2 came out. So we're just taking them all. We have Flame Eternity, we have Diamond Promise, and Names Energy Alignment. Okay, interesting. So I'm kind of getting like and I didn't want to start off with like a love reading, but this kind of feels like an energetic connection with another person. Like with this Mirrored Souls here, maybe it's like has to do with like I'm seeing so much mirroring. So maybe this is like a twin flame of some sort, or just like someone you have like a soul connection with. And by soul connection, it's like literally it's like the easiest connection. Like you don't have to try very hard, and like it's kind of like you just know each other. You may have not had like the longest history or anything, but it just feels like it's like I feel like I know you, you know, that kind of a vibe. So because I'm getting with this too, ooh, okay. And what I'm getting here too, this may be having to do with like a promise that was made. Yeah, I'm getting, so because I see the mirrors here, I see like a reflective here, so this is like mirroring energy as well, like flames, that's where I'm getting like that twin flames. Whew. Oh, and I got two number 21 cards from two different decks, so maybe the number 21 is significant. Maybe you're both 21. Maybe, you know, you see, this is 2021. So maybe you've met this year or are going to meet this year. And I think with this move forward, it's like, and I think this isn't like moving forward, moving like, because it says move forward, not like move on or move away. So I think it's like moving into this energy, moving into like this twin flame. Maybe you're like just starting this twin flame journey or this soul connection journey, or maybe you just met someone. But I feel like this is like, and maybe their name pops up a lot, and maybe their name is like an M, you know, this like Scrabble tile, it's like M, or like an E, I guess, or a W. Maybe that is significant. But with this promise here too, it's like almost like a commitment, right? Commitment to either each other or to yourself. When I see these like twin flame, like soul connection, it's kind of like you see a part of you in that person. And so whether it's good or bad, and I feel like maybe that's where this Be Still card is coming in. It's like, maybe you feel really intense. Maybe it's like, and maybe these, like, your person or them have really, really long hair, because I see that here, and it's like kind of like connected to everything, like kind of almost like a oneness. And maybe it's not another person, but I think maybe it could also be just kind of how the collective reflects with you, how you kind of bring out, like how other people are mirrored to you as well. And with this life purpose card, it's kind of like talking about the reflective and reflecting on your direction and reflecting on where you want to move forward into. And with this Be Still, I'm like, I feel like this may be really, really intense at first. Maybe it's like you connect with someone and it's like super fiery, it's super like, it's almost like you guys are like two, like the same person. And it might be scary, and it might, you know, it's definitely, it can definitely be intimidating. It can definitely be like scary, but when this Be Still, it's like, allow yourself to process what that means, what that is. What was it about that person or that individual, that person, yeah. What was it about that person that sparked a part of you? Or what do you see in them that's mirroring you, you know? And with this dove, and maybe you see doves, maybe that, you know, the dove spirit is around, maybe that's like a sign to pay attention. Maybe if you see dove feathers around, that could be a sign. But it says be peace. And I feel like with this too, it's like maybe, and like I said, when you mirror each other, you may either mirror like both the good and the bad parts. You know, the more like you may like trigger each other like super crazy, like you just know how to push each other's buttons, right? And I feel like with this dove spirit here, it's like allowing yourself to be still, be peaceful, and, you know, enter this with an open mind. Enter this stage, this connection, these connections. Maybe it's like, you know, I'm getting this more for like one, because I see like just one reflective, so I feel like maybe it's just one soul connection, but allow yourself to be open to what this connection can teach you, and what this connection can open your eyes to. Ooh, okay, some tea, and maybe there's like, you know, little diamond for you. Just kidding. Not kidding. I don't know. Maybe diamonds, you know, someone's gonna give you a promise ring or something, or like, see, it's like very, and when I'm definitely getting heavy like twin flame soul connection vibes, because it's like for eternity, and you know, it's very like common in the spiritual community to see like soul connections as it's like you come from the same soul group, but then in this incarnation, in this life, you've kind of just split up. And so when you meet each other, it's kind of like, whoa, like that instant connection, right? That click. And so I think it's also like, allow yourself to not be overwhelmed by all this. It can be very overwhelming, like, oh my God, is this it? Is this like what I have to commit to? And I think it's committing yourself to the journey itself, to, you know, maybe it's like helping you find your life's purpose. And in the meantime, it's like you're just keep continuing to move forward. You know, these, you know, soul connections come into your life, and then you experience it. Don't hide away from it. Allow yourself to experience it fully, and, you know, really get into it. And I love that. That's awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and get into your tarot cards to clarify this further. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but I'm seeing way too many synchronicities with this mirror, you know, this mirroring, like these numbers, like it's just, oh my gosh. And then you see this, like 2 + 3, it's 5 and 5, so maybe 555 is an important number. Maybe if you see that, like, you know, that's when you see a soulmate, your twin flame, your soul connection. And that's awesome. That's cool. Like, good for you. Pile 3. Yeah, that's very, I love this. Okay, so let's get into the tarot, because I don't really see, and I feel like too, it's allowing yourself to be connected to more than just the person, because it's connecting to the energy, right? And so when you notice that energy reflected in other people, like you can kind of pick up on it, because it's like a pattern, right? It's like if you see a red card and then it's like you're focused on looking for red cards, you notice more red cards pop up, you know? Yeah, so let's get into the tarot finally. Like, can I just shut up? Excuse me. Let's look into the tarot cards. Pile 3. This is the Affirmators Tarot. I love this deck. It's so cute. So let's, oh, okay, we're just gonna, okay, sure. Let's just go with it, you know? Intuition. So we have the 2 of Wands. I'm gonna put this like right here. So we have the 2 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the 9 of Swords, and the King of Wands. Which, ooh, interesting. Didn't the King of, I think the King of Wands came up somewhere else too. Or is it, or no, it was the King of Pentacles in the previous pile. But so we have the King of Wands, 9 of Swords, 4 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. With the King of Wands here, I get there's like a bit of fiery energy, a little water, and a little air. So maybe that's important. Maybe your person is like a king of Wands. Maybe they're like heavy fire sign. And it doesn't have to be like a male king. It can be just masculine energy. It could also just be, you know, a fire sign. Or like, it's, I mean, this is a little fire dominant, so maybe they have fire in their chart. I don't know. I'm like shrugging my shoulders like you can see me, but no, you can't. So with this Nine of Swords, maybe, oh, okay. So going along with everything that I was saying earlier, this Nine of Swords, it comes up when it's like anxious and depressed and sleep. And maybe it's kind of like you've been wanting this, and it's like you've just been having so many sleepless nights about this, and it's like maybe there was someone that came into your life that was like, okay, yeah, this is like my soulmate, this is like my twin flame, this is my insert the blank, right? This is my person. And because of maybe it didn't work out, so this move forward card, it's like aligned with like here, like maybe it didn't work out, and so like Spirit's asking you to, like, in order to get out of this this anxious energy, it's like to be still, to I'm getting so much like anxious right now. Like I'm like clenching, my hands are getting a little clammy, and I feel like maybe it's like there's been a lot of expectations on yourself. Maybe, yeah, you've seen other people, you know, find the love of their lives and get into these relationships and, you know, having like fruitful connections. And maybe that's giving you a bit of anxiety, because when with this Four of Cups too, the Four of Cups can represent like an unfulfilled kind of an energy. And maybe that's what's making you feel unfulfilled. Like there's like, oh, I just want like a me. Not a me, but like I want to have like this deep soul connection with, you know, like it's just like their third eyes are connected. They kind of like, they can see into each other. There's all this green and blue, and it's like the heart and the throat chakra, like everything's like connected. Like you just feel connected. And of course that's a beautiful energy to have, and it's like, it's so nice, right? It's like really, really beautiful. But if it's giving you a lot of this anxious energy, if it's giving you so much like pain and sorrow, and like, I just feel like there's a decision that needs to be made. With this Two of Wands, the Two of Wands, it's like all about planning, and it's kind of like, where are you stopping yourself from bringing in this energy? Are you, like, this Four of Cups also kind of gives me a kind of like a rejection to what, like, see, okay, so this bird, this flamingo, it's kind of like looking at all of the spilled cups, and the universe is kind of like throwing it in. It's like, look, gems here, there's another cup, there's a cup for you, there's a cup filled with all this, oh my god, this promise, these gems, these diamonds, but you're gonna have to like make a decision if you're gonna look up, and if you're gonna take this cup, if you're going to, you know, make plans towards this, what you want, if this is what you do truly desire. It's like, you know, setting your sights on that goal. And the King of Wands here, the King of Wands is like a very warm, like, plan card, where it's like, I'm getting very, I mean, look at this, it's like very orangey, very red, so a lot of that sacral root chakra, very creative, and maybe it's like creative ways to bring this to you, bring this soul connection to you. So I'm looking and I'm seeing like this walrus. Is this a walrus? He's kind of like just like doing his thing, and it's so cute. Like he's like surrounded by flowers, and he's just like, yeah, that's me, I'm the king. Like, and it's, I think it's like moving with it. Excuse me, I'm just kind of like stuttering a little, but with this move forward card here, I feel like you're not recognizing your true power, and that you are this King of Wands if you choose to be, you know, like you can stay in this energy too. You can stay staring at the spilled milk and being unfulfilled in, you know, and staying up late nights because you feel like you need a maybe it's like you need this like mirrored soul to fulfill your life's purpose. And what I'm picking up right now is like the energy you put out is the energy you attract, right? And so if you're in this like state of like sorrow, if you're in this state of like looking, just kind of looking down and, you know, and not, it's like that saying, right? Be the person you want to attract in your life. And I feel like it's like asking you to make, if you want this person, if you want this change, you have to make a decision to do so. You have to make the conscientious choice to like say, like, it's like this rhino, right? The rhino has its eyes set on the goal. He has this map. He's got his like wands in his backpack. He's like ready to go. And I feel like you just need to make a choice. And I feel like whatever choice it is, to stick with it. I mean, you can always change your decision later, but I feel like pondering on these two wands is what is giving you this anxiousness. Because it's like choices, right? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Do I take this cup? Do I look here? Do I go move forward? Do I move forward? Do I, you know? And I'm just kind of getting like, allow yourself to be still. Get to a peaceful place. Get into this dove spirit. Get into like, because doves too, right? Birds in general, they see the bigger picture. They can fly over and they see like things top down and they see things from a totally different perspective. And with this life purpose card too, and this mirrored soul, it's all about perspective. And that's basically what a lot of these like soul connections are. It's to give you perspective. But I'm seeing too that, see, and like energy alignment, aligning with like another soul, I'm just getting like, be still. Which direction do you want to take to move forward? Whether it is to find, you know, a soul connection or to attract this soul connection, it's like if you stay where you are now, you're not going anywhere, right? So if you go this way, you find this path, and I'm literally just got this saying, it's like all paths lead to home. So I feel like if you go down this one path of maybe I just need to find myself, and as you're finding yourself, you find people that are like yourself, and you find those energies that you're attracting because you're focusing on your growth, and or if maybe you have a person in mind, it's like going towards that person. And if that person doesn't align with you, then that's okay too. It's like, it's all about just making a decision and moving towards it and moving, you know, in that direction. And maybe along the lines, you know, along the way, you see something else, or you see like something that sparks your interest, and you veer towards that because it interests you, or, you know, it sparks something in you, so then you go towards that. And then it's like, but that's not stagnant energy, right? It's constantly moving forward. It's always like, and it doesn't mean to like just rush through and just get through everybody and everything and just dive into everything possible, because that's also not being still. That's also not being still in the way that's like, okay, this energy is coming in, let's take a look at it, let's venture into it, let's see what it's about, and then analyzing it, deciding whether that's for you or not, and then okay, on to the next one, you know, instead of just like garbling everything up at once. So I feel like either this soul connection is either in your life already, or you're wanting this connection, or you're deciding whether you want this connection. Of course, please take this as it resonates. This is a general reading, and I am channeling a lot of energies right now. So again, like, this may feel overwhelming, and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed talking about all these energies. But then if I'm like sitting still, if I sit and process and go through, you know, write down what it is that you're looking for or potentials, right? And then one item at a time, go down. How does this feel? Imagine what that is. Maybe it's this, you know, maybe it's this plan. Lay that plan out. What does that plan look like? Get descriptive, get specific. What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What do you want it to, what do you want this experience to give you? What do you see in this other person or this experience that either you want this for your growth? Do you want to, you know, I just feel like that way it kind of, you know, you go down the list and it kind of alleviates this anxiety because you're still moving forward because you're processing these options, even though you're not making a choice right now, but you're at least, you know, narrowing it down instead of being overwhelmed with all of these different thoughts. So yeah, like I wasn't expecting this for pile 3. This is definitely different from the other 2 piles. But that's what I have for you. 9, 4, 2. And the numbers 9, 4, and 2 may be significant. What I'm getting with these coloring too, the color palette, I see a lot of like sacral solar plexus chakra. So it's like very like passionate, and it's like confidence, right? It's like giving yourself the confidence to move into that direction. It's like shoot your shot, you know what I'm saying? And then with this, like this blue here, it's also about the throat chakra, which is like speaking, like your truth, like what it is that you want. And maybe it's, you know, I don't know. That's up to you, for you to decide. And I hope you get out of this energy, because nobody wants to like be in this state of anxiety and, you know, restlessness and yeah. Oh, and I'm seeing like the flames too with all these wands energies. So yeah, a lot of fire. But okay, yep, that's where I'm going to leave you, pile 3. Wow, this was such an interesting reading. This channel I've dedicated to more of a self-development type of a channel. You know, it's a lighthouse, not lighthouses. But, you know, we get what we get at these readings, and I do feel like this has to do with a connection. It may not even be romantic, right? It could literally be, a soulmate doesn't have to be like a lover. It could be someone that teaches you something. It can be a friend, it can be a colleague, it can be a pet. Like it can be literally another soul, as long as it's like another soul connecting with yours. But I mean, I'm getting like rings and like flames and stuff, so I mean, that's up for you to decide. What is it that you want, right? So, and in going through this journey, no matter what the outcome is, I feel like you'll definitely see more perspective. Like, you'll definitely see more of you and find more of you in the journey ahead. And yeah, okay, this is where I'm going to leave you, pile 3. Thank you so much, so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you. Maybe there's somebody with the letter M in their name. Maybe there's like M3, like maybe their initials have an M or a W or an E, or I mean, however you want to interpret that. That's what, you know, the beauty of tarot and reading cards is. Maybe you pick up something that I don't, and, you know, take that with you. Maybe that's your sign. Maybe that's your, you know, your little spirit, your spirit guides are telling you. So, yep, take care, pile 3, and I will see you all in another video. And please be sure to check out the description box for other info, okay? Yeah, take care. Bye.